First of all, appreciate everybody coming out. Literally just landed a plane like 15 minutes ago, so it's been a sprint. It's been chaos. Things are going good. I had a 3-minute meeting with Todd Kolka to get updated kind of where we're at academically, and looks like we're in a good place there. We're still waiting for some grades to come in, so looking forward to making sure that all our guys are in a great place academically and either have graduated or continue to work towards graduation, so getting that stuff in. Obviously, game planning, I think we're in a pretty good place. Our GA's done a great job of breaking all the film down. We had the coordinators off the road for a couple days to finalize some of the game plan with some of the assistant coaches. We'll continue to kind of iron that out over the next couple days. As you guys know, we typically will do a full week of practice at the bowl site, and then we'll do a couple bonus days here before we leave and iron out a few of the last details. It's kind of interesting kind of looking at all these different bowl models. I think I mentioned to you guys before that in the past, Penn State used to go for 2 weeks. A week at the bowl site, and then a week of practice. And it was me and Matt Limegrover were talking in the car. When he was at Northwestern, they did the same thing because they didn't have an indoor facility. So they would go out to the site to get better practices. So there's a lot of different models in how you do things, but I like where we're at. I like where we're at from a planning perspective, from a health perspective. As you guys can imagine, we had a bunch of guys as the season goes on with bumps and bruises and things like that. So we're in a much healthier place right now. Guys have still been kind of lifting and things like that on their own. We've had great developmental practices, which is really good for our staff development with our young coaches like graduate assistants and things like that, running practice as well as our 3s and 4s, getting a bunch of reps. It allows us to get the older guys a little bit more rest and continue to develop our entire roster. And then obviously, we've had all the staff. Situations to deal with. So Coach Moorhead is at Mississippi State and doing a great job, and Coach Huff is got an opportunity there as well. And then obviously there's some other whispers and rumors and things going on as well. And to me, I take that as a compliment. To me, it's our job, number one, to make sure that our players get a great education. It's our job to make sure our guys have a great athletic experience and hopefully have opportunities to continue to play at the next level once they graduate here in the NFL. And that's part of our responsibility as well. And then it's also part of our responsibility to develop our staff and allow coaches to grow and sometimes get opportunities to move on and be head coaches. So that's great as well. So, but for me, it's been an interesting couple weeks, a lot of moving parts with graduation and grades, a lot of moving parts with recruiting and the ups and downs of that, and then also from a staff perspective. So I like where we're at. I'm glad to be back in town, see my family, have a practice here in a little bit later on today, and get back to some form of normalcy, whatever you would call that in college football.